It's the middle of October here in Germany, and that means one thing: Oktoberfest. Hopefully that'll help pick up our players' morale because they need it after a bunch of defeats, and we need some points here in these two matches in this video. Let's get into it and see how we get on. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Jeter, and welcome to episode 4 of the German Journey here with FC Union Berlin. In this episode, we are playing against Freiburg, and we are away at the Allianz Arena versus Bayern Munich. Hopefully we can get a win against Freiburg and hold our own against Bayern, because we need to turn around our form really quickly, otherwise we face getting sacked. Let's get into it. Here we are on the home screen. Before we get any further, if you would like to hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. Also hit the bell to get notifications every single time that I post a video. And if you want to hit that like button to let me know that you enjoyed this video, please do. If you have any suggestions or anything, please put them in the comments below and let me know what you're thinking. However, I want to show you guys the fixtures before we do anything further. We played one match in between our last video. In the last video, you guys saw Bayer Leverkusen and Eintracht Frankfurt. Both of those were defeats, one away from home, one at home. We played Wolfsburg away in the one match off camera, and we got smashed 5-1 by Wolfsburg. It was a very ugly result, but hopefully here against Freiburg we can turn around our form, because if we look at the league table, we are sitting on 1 point from 7 matches, and we are 7 points away from safety, although some teams around us have already played. So a win would do us some wonders as far as getting ourselves closer to getting out of that relegation zone. So hopefully we can do something good here against Freiburg. Let's get into it and pick our team. Here we are on the team selection screen. We are trying out a new tactic. We are trying a flat back 5 in a 5-2-1-2. So hopefully this will help us be a little bit more defensively sound so that we can do a little bit better here against Freiburg. If we look at the team that we have picked, we are playing Giekewicz in goal. The back 5 is Ryerson, Subotic, Schlotterbeck, Friedrich, and Silla. Our midfield 2 is Endrick and Gentner. We have Yunus Mali as a playmaker, who we're going to put as a playmaker on attack. Then we have Anderson as a target man. And we have Ingvartsen as a pressing forward. On the bench, we have Nicolas Reichel, Gogia, Abdullahi, Trimmel, Schmeiderbach, Mies, Hubner, and Butler. If we look at the match preview, Freiburg are favored for this match, but not very heavily. They're sitting in 9th at the moment, but their form hasn't been great. Hopefully we can get a win here and get ourselves onto 4 points, which would put us closer to getting out of that relegation zone. Let's see what happens. I'll meet you guys in the locker room. We are here in the locker room. I'm going to give the team talk of go out there and show the world you've got what it takes, which has motivated most of the players. I love that team talk. It's one that always seems to work, especially when we're struggling. So we are going to end the team talk there. Most of the players are ready for this match. I'm going to do the tunnel interview, and I will meet you back out on the pitch. And as the players are walking out onto the pitch and getting into a circle before we start, we're going to kick this match off. Hopefully we can get a win here with Union Berlin. Mali with a free kick, plays it short to Ingvartsen, who plays it back to Mali. Mali has plenty of space to try and pick out a pass, darts into the box and finds Subotic. Back to Mali. Beats his man, looking for a ball, finds Ingvartsen's head, and how Ingvartsen didn't... Oh, it was a handball. I was going to say, how did he not put that away, but he touched it with his hand. Should have put that chance away, but we didn't, and it stays 0-0. Silla with a free kick in the 31st minute, plays it short to Gentner. Gentner back to Friedrich. Friedrich plays it to Schlotterbeck. Now Gentner. Plays it through to Silla. Silla turns in, finds Ingvartsen, who plays it to Anderson. The shot is blocked, and Mali puts it away in the 31st. We're up 1-0. Come on, Yunus. Assist goes to Anderson. It was a well-worked chance. The shot was blocked, but Mali's there to clean up Anderson's scraps. If we look at the highlight here, Silla turns in well, finds Ingvartsen with a good ball. Ingvartsen's ball to Anderson is good, and Mali's able to put it away while the keeper has dove the other way. Fires it into the open net, and it is 1-0. Come on, boys. Just like that, we are at halftime, 1-0 up. We've played pretty well. Not had a ton of possession, but we've looked pretty attacking. I'm very happy with the result, obviously. Hopefully we can keep it up. We head into the dressing room, and I'm going to tell them, don't get complacent out there. Most of them have gained focus. One person is stressed out. That is Gentner. I'm not going to say anything to him. We're just going to end the team talk, and we will kick off this second half. Let's go, boys, and let's keep it up. Throw in here in the 56th minute. Silla finds Gentner. However, Gentner has it stolen by France, and now they're going to look to counterattack. France charging forward. No one marking them. France fires a shot, and Giekewicz saves comfortably. We are making a double sub here in the 66th minute. Ken Reichel will come on for Silla, who is a little bit tired, and And we are going to bring on Abdullahi for Ingvartsen because Ingvartsen took a knock. So those will be the two changes here in the 66th minute. Ryerson now throws into Anderson. Back to Ryerson. He's going to look for a ball. Into the box, Gunter clears. Now Waldschmidt will get there and hold it up. Now Gunter. Who's going to step up and cover him? Gunter runs into space. I think it's Ryerson covering him. Waldschmidt now. Into the box, Subotic with a tackle that was a little bit dodgy. And they point to the spot. That's a soft penalty to give. But we still give away a penalty. Peterson steps up to take it. What can Giekewicz do? Giekewicz gets a hand on it, but Peterson's still able to put it away. 1-1 here in the 68th minute. Defensively, we did not look very sound on that. The fact that they just charged through us, even though we have 5 at the back, was a little bit disappointing for sure. 83rd minute, they have a highlight or throw in. Gunter throws into Waldschmidt. Now Salai into the box, finds Haberer. That hits the woodwork, and we clear. That was very, very dangerous and very close to giving them a 2-1 lead. Koch is getting closed down by Abdullahi. Back to Schwallow. Schwallow clears long. Ryerson heads down to Molly. Can we counter? Gentner over the top to Anderson. Takes it down well. Schwallow saves. Anderson has to put that away this late on. That could have been the winner. So it ends 1-1. On the balance of play, I'd say it's probably a fair result. I would have liked to have won, obviously. Anderson definitely got close to putting away that winner, which would have been really helpful. However, 1-1 isn't bad. Hopefully it starts a little turnaround of form, although we do have Bayern Munich away at the Allianz Arena, which is going to be a very tough match. Like I said, looking at the match stats, we had a similar amount of clear-cut chances and half chances. We generated a little bit more, which is promising with that flat back 5 that we were still able to generate chances, but on the whole, I'd say we held our own. In the team talk, we will tell them that I'm happy with the performance, and the team talk, we will hit continue. And now that we are out of the match, I'm going to cut, and I will meet you back when we are picking our team for the Bayern Munich match. See you there. Okay, well here we are, ready to pick our team for the match away at the Allianz Arena. This is the team that we are going to go with. It's going to be Giekewicz in goal. The back 5 is unchanged. Ryerson, Friedrich, Schlotterbeck, Subotic, and Silla. The midfield duo stays the same, Andrick and Gentner, although Andrick will now be playing as a box-to-box midfielder instead of as a ball-winning midfielder. Molly is still the playmaker. Anderson is still that target man, and we bring in Abdullahi as the pressing forward because of the fact that Ingvartsen is injured with pulled knee ligaments. So that is our starting 11. The bench is Nicolas, Reichel, Gogia, Mies, Trimmel, Schmeidebeck, Uja, Hubner, and Butler. If we look at the match preview, Bayern are heavily favored for this match. They're in their red kit. We are in our white kit. We're playing at the Stadion München, which we all know is the Allianz Arena. Let's get into this match. Let's see how we can do. Hopefully we can get something from this. I'm not expecting much, but let's see what happens. And come on, boys. I'll meet you guys in the locker room. Here we are in the locker room. I'm going to use the same team talk that I used in the last match. Just going to go with, let's show the world what this team is all about, shall we? Most of them are motivated. I think that team talk really works, especially when you're an underdog. But we're going to end the team talk. I have a tunnel interview to do, so I'm going to go do that, and I will meet you on the pitch. As the boys are walking out, hopefully we can do something here. Let's see what happens. Let's go Union Berlin. The match kicks off, and let's see what happens. First highlight here in the 3rd minute, Thiago with a corner. And someone gets shoved, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty. They're going to look at the VAR really quickly, but this will probably be a penalty. Someone fell near the bottom of the box, and we concede what will likely be our second penalty in 2 matches. We're shooting ourselves in the foot here. Our job is already hard enough as it is, and giving away a penalty per match is not helping us, because this would be the 3rd straight match that we concede a penalty. It also happened against Wolfsburg. So we really need to get rid of all of these mistakes in the box. But let's see what happens here. I'm sure he will point to the spot. And he does. Silla gets a yellow card. Lewandowski is going to step up to take this penalty. And Giekewicz puts a hand on it. Let's go. Great save by Giekewicz. Lewandowski has a good penalty too, but we're able to save it. From the resulting corner, Thiago into the box. And it's not really cleared. Kimmich with it. Now Serge Gnabry. Out to Thiago, looking for another ball. And Friedrich clears back to Thiago. Subotic heads clear, and that's the end of the highlight. Another corner, Thiago into the box. Quarantine Tolisso back to Thiago, into the box again. Hernandez just wide with the header. That was a very dangerous looking header. It remains 0-0. Another free kick, Thiago into the box. Quarantine Tolisso and Gikovic saves. Is there going to be a counterattack here? Before we go any further, I want to make sure that we have distribute quickly on. Not that that will take effect for this highlight, but I think it's something that we should have on if we're counterattacking. He throws it short to Schlotterbeck, back to Gikovic, who just punts it to no one. Serge Gnabry. Alaba. Now Thiago, Gnabry. Kimmich, Lewandowski. Thiago. Kimmich. Plays Odriozola into space. Silla's going to go out to close down. Into the box, Serge Gnabry wins the header, and that is their goal. They definitely deserve it with 9 shots on target. It's unfortunate that we concede so many balls with set pieces. I actually looked at the stats. We're the tallest team in the league, yet we still concede so many set pieces and so many balls into the box. However, it's a good ball in by Odriozola. Gnabry wins the header over Ryerson, which makes sense. Ryerson is not very tall, and that's 1-0. Another highlight here, Neuer plays it short to Pavard, back to Neuer, now Hernandez. Neuer finds Quarantine Tolisso now Lewandowski, back to Muller. Muller plays Odriozola into space. Odriozola finds Kimmich, back to Odriozola. Tries to cross, but still is able to block it. Now Kimmich, after the clearance, back to Odriozola again. Odriozola's cross this time is semi-cleared, falls to Quarantine Tolisso on the edge of the box, and his shot goes just wide. We're not really dealing with those crosses in, so hopefully we don't get found out with that. Odriozola now with a free kick. Over the top to Lewandowski. That's a great ball by Odriozola. Lewandowski's through, and a poor finish from him that Gikovic saves easily. 1 minute here left in the first half, and that will be the end of the first half. It is 1-0. They've played very well, been attacking us, but it is only 1-0. They missed a penalty, so it should be 2-0. We haven't necessarily played poorly. We just need to get a little bit more attacking and play a little bit more direct, so let's try and figure that out. But let's go into the dressing room. Go out there and give it your best shot. Most of them are relaxed. I'm not going to get mad at them. 1-0 isn't a bad result, but I'm not going to say I'm happy either. So on the team talk, I need to sort out a little bit of tactics, but I will meet you back out there for the start of the second half. Tactics have been sorted. We've started the second half, and let's see what happens. Throw in here Ryerson to Anderson. Back to Ryerson, into the box. Abdullahi header, just wide. Very, very close to equalizing. That's better. 55th minute, Yunus Mali will come off for Gogia. He has not had a good match, and we will also bring on Uja for Abdullahi. Both are like-for-like substitutions, but neither of them have had particularly good matches, so hopefully changing them out will make a little bit of an impact. Let's see what happens. Another highlight here, they have a throw-in, Odriozola with it. Throws into Lewandowski, back to Odriozola. Beats one, into the box. Odriozola, short to Tolisso. Keeper should have done better. We got skinned by the fact that Odriozola charges into the box. Found Tolisso with a good ball. And that's a good finish by Quarantine Tolisso to give him a little bit of credit. When we charged out and missed Odriozola, there's that gap there. Silla and I can't click on whoever that is. But 2 people charged out, and that left a big gap where even though we have 5 at the back, there was a hole that he charged into. The team had to shift, and Tolisso is able to put it away, and now it's 2-0. Let's see if we can get something back here. And that is that. 2-0 loss, certainly not ideal. Those stats make it look really ugly. Only 4 shots on target. To be fair, they just had so many shots. It was kind of expected that they would score as much as they did. Our best player was hands down Gikovic, who made a bunch of really good saves. Unfortunately, this means that at the end of this episode, we're only on 2 points, which puts us 6 points away from safety, and all of the teams above us still have matches to play. However, it was expected that we were going to lose away at the Allianz Arena, so it's not like I'm complaining about that. We'll go into the dressing room, and we'll tell them that nobody expected us to win, but we gave it everything. 2 of them have switched off, but most of them are happy. At the end of the day, a 2-0 defeat isn't terrible. Could have been worse. I'm not going to complain too much about it. Would have been nice to beat Freiburg, but they are sitting in 8th right now. They've had a very good start to the season. However, that's going to be it for today's episode. If you liked what you saw, please hit that like button like I mentioned earlier. If we hit 10 likes, episode 5 will come out tomorrow. Episode 5 will be our next 2 matches, Hannover 96 in the DFB Pokal and the Berlin Derby against Hertha Berlin at home. Both of them are huge matches, so if you want to see those tomorrow, smash that like button, 10 likes, and it'll be tomorrow. Otherwise, it will be just released on Sunday like it normally would be. So, yeah, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to get notifications every single time that I post a video. Check out my socials in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace.